Live from right field on the south side of Chicago, MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Detroit Tigers going up against the Chicago White Sox. Alongside Chris Singleton. All right, we'll be back. And towing the slab, Shane Smith. What's the word on him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy it when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Spencer Torkelson, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
Pitch, 640.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Here's Riley Green. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Yeah, that's fouled off. Hit in the air, left field. Hill coming on. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Needless to say, this is an aggressive lineup. They've drawn fewer walks than any other team in the league.
Well, Boog, as I pop my collar, this lineup is taking the Chris Singleton approach. But in today's game,
pulls it down and there are two away.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Now it's going to be Parker Meadows.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Chance to extend that hitting streak to 10 games here.
In the air to left center. Pereira on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. Now it's the White Sox turn. It's a scoreless ball game. Back at right field. And taking the ball for Detroit, Jack Flaherty. What do we have on him? Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox.
27.
No. Challenge from behind the dish here. Pretty close, but it was a ball. That knocks them down to one challenge left.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
The 3-1. Can't glove it cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Kyle Teal in the box now. No balls and a strike. Here comes the 0-1. In the air, left field. Green settles under it. One down.
Batting third.
Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. And a big factor for them in recent games, Brooks Baldwin.
He's been a solid force for his team right now. Kind of a fire starter when you consider an on-base percentage over 400 over the last 10 games. That's solid, consistent work. He's making things happen for this offense right now.
Andrew Benintendi, batting with one down, takes a strike. Outside. And 1-1. Man at first, one away. Here's the pitch. Run around the goal. There's a ball. And the throw bounces. Tag out.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Stays alive. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's a 2-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And that one is lifted in the air. That is the inning. Shy Sox held in check here. Scoreless after one. Here on the south side, on now to the top half of inning number 2. So the Detroit Tigers putting together a terrific season so far, about a third of the way in. And Singy, they had high expectations coming into the year, and so far they looked the part completely.
For sure, Boog. I mean, these guys are winning at a very high rate, competitive in every single game. It's been impressive. Plenty of season still to go, of course, but they look like a team that's built for October.
Torres in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. The 0-1. Just missed. Torres launched a pair of homers in his last game. Second inning here, no score. Up the middle, lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he'll just eat it, so that's an infield knock.
Batting seventh, right fielder, Wenzel Perez.
One gone, runner at first. Wenzel Perez up now for the Tigers.
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
Outside low, and that's ball one.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Line drive. Pereira makes the grab on the run.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Here's the catcher, Jake Rogers.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one. Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Struck him out swinging. The high heat. We head to the bottom of the second. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Colson Montgomery. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting fifth, third baseman.
And here is Sosa to the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games. He's bagging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
The 1-2. Liner to second. It picked on the hop. Throw on to Torkelson. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Batting sixth, second baseman. Luis Angel.
Here's the second
Acuna.
baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. Top of the zone for a called strike. Acuna wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. So the call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. Two down, nobody on. And misses. And now it's even 1-1. Acuna with a homer in his last game. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. And foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Gets it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Up next to the Tigers, first baseman Spencer Torkelson.
Back to the top of the Detroit order. Spencer Torkelson now at the plate.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Top of the third, no score. And that's a little bit high. 2 balls, no strikes.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
The 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Lifted in the air, right center field. Baldwin moving under it. Takes it in for the out. 2 down.
Up next for the Tigers, left fielder Riley Green.
And next up for the Tigers, Riley Green. Popped out to left his first time.
Ball 1.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Pereira should have this one. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. No score. Back here on the south side, set for bottom of the 3rd, Tim Elko steps to the plate for the White Sox. Out towards right center field. He's got it. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting 8th, left fielder.
Here's the left fielder, Derek Hill. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively.
Ball 1. Hey.
In there at the knees. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Towards first, and that's just foul. Got him. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
That's a ball.
Pereira matched a homer in his last game.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Back to the mound. It hit him. No chance for a play, and let's hope the righty's not hurt on the mound. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't, and this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Ball. Down.
In the dirt. Pereira off of first with 2 away. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
The 1-2 on the ground, right side, flips it, and that's a nice play to end the inning. On to the 4th, still scoreless. Back at right field, on to the 4th, Colt Pete up now for the Tigers. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers that are trying to slow him down.
Parker Meadows will hit next. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And fouled off. You'll one. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Runner holds at second, so another base hit could get us the first run of the game. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away. Go ahead run on base. Gleyber Torres up to hit. Reached on an infield single his first time. On the ground. Acuna has it for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And a Swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
And foul ball. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. And that's downstairs. Ball one.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And a 1-2. That one is absolutely belted. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Here comes the runner. The relay. He's safe. On the board first. It's 1-0.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swinging a foul straight back.
You know, these White Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up one run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Man at second.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Benintendi stands at second with no outs. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Just a slow ground ball this time. Throw on to Torkelson. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Swings through that one for strike two.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you even with pitches outside the zone.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So up next, Luis Angel Acuna. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Benintendi comes in to score, and they lead by 2. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Great hands on that swing. Took the barrel right to the baseball, caught it out front, and ripped it into the gap. At that point, there's probably no question in his mind that he was going for 2. That's just a great feeling.
Runner at second, 2 down. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. That's a little bit low.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Got him swinging. Good job at damage control right there. Here on the south side, new inning getting started. Wenzel Perez up now for the Tigers.
Well, these Tigers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. Just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jake Rogers digs in now. He was a strikeout victim his first time. This one in the air center field. Pereira gets under it. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away.
Up next for the Tigers, third baseman, Zach McKinstry.
Zach McKinstry getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. The 0-1. Swing and a pop-up. Montgomery. And there's 2 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Back to the top of the lineup, Spencer Torkelson now at the plate. 1 for 2. And that's way high. Ball 1. Now a pop-up on the infield. And that is that. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. You're watching Tigers baseball. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Right through there for a strike. And that's it for a strike.
I just want to say hello to everybody tonight. How are you tonight?
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Line drive, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. That was exactly what you're looking for. With the pitch away, especially in that situation, drive it into the opposite field gap. Got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
That one fouled off. Man at second. Swing and a miss. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Brooks Baldwin, the next to hit. There's a strike. And a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Stepping in, Kyle Teal puts it in the air out towards left center. Dives, and it gets by. In comes the run from second, and he'll pull into second safely.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the
Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change right here. Jack Flaherty gives way. Not a bad effort, but he exits on the hook for the loss. New pitcher on the mound when we get back.
Now
pitching change here, Justin Verlander.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. Hit hard, base hit. Headed for the plate. In comes the run from second.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
Couple of doubles today for the DH. So runner at second, 2 down. Colson Montgomery digs in now. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Swings through that. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Way back there, it's got a chance. On the warning track, and hauls it in. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 5 innings complete. White Sox 4, and the Tigers nothing. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one. Riley Green will hit next.
Left fielder Riley Green.
Liner caught at second. 1 pitch and 1 out.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Now it's the second baseman, Colt Keith. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Throws to first. Fine play in the hole for the out.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the Tiger cleanup hitter, Parker Meadows. Chases that one upstairs. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Reaching for it, makes the catch. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. This is Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Back here on the south side, well, we go bottom 6. Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox.
You know, these White Sox, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
That missed by a lot. Ball 1.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Verlander, over 200 career wins. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Acuna in the box again, takes a strike.
Nope.
Here's a 1-1. And it's fouled away. Out towards right center field. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the White Sox,
Tim Elko getting ready to hit.
Elko.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. That one hit to right. Perez on his way over. And the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox. They lead 4-0. Back at rate. Field. Top of inning number 7. Javier Baez up now for the Tigers. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Montgomery on to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Here's Gleyber Torres. Good take by Torres. Swing and a bouncer. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play.
Tigers, right fielder Wenzel Perez.
And up next for Detroit, Wenzel Perez. His righty-lefty splits there.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And it one-hops the wall. Coming home. He'll score. They're on the board 4-1.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Shane Smith won't go any further tonight. And he exits with a nice lead. Threw the ball well. And we'll have a new pitcher when we come back. A new pitcher in the game, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
1 out, runner at second. Jake Rogers now at the plate. To third, a sliding stop. Fires to first. In the dirt, he picks it. And that's a great play.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Now here is Zach McKinstry. Hit softly on the ground to third. And that is the inning. Tigers grab one on this RBI double.
I swing on the first pitch primarily to
start the bottom of the seventh. Kyle Finnegan.
Just trying to keep this one close here.
I mean, I only have 11 losses in the season. My franchise, so I'm not too worried.
No, that's low.
Next offering in there for a strike. Strike one. Finnegan, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One away.
Oh, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your
What up?
approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss.
I don't really talk a lot unless people ask questions or want to talk. I don't like talking to myself.
Strike two. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. On the ground to the left. And it stays fair. Around first, heading for two. And he'll reach second with one away.
There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the end. It's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
At the plate, Brooks Baldwin. One out and a runner at second. Here at the bottom of the seventh. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him swinging. Two down.
Got him swinging on that pitch away to finish him off, but everything early in the at-bat was in tight. Really challenged him in there with some competitive pitches, not letting him get his hands extended, but of course that eventually opens up the outside part of the plate, and he just wasn't able to adjust.
So digging in, Kyle Teal.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Ball.
That catches the top part of the zone, and the count even at one. Teal wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Man on second, two down. And that clips the inside corner. That's off the mark. Full count now.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Man at second. And ball four, two aboard.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Benintendi gets it. Chance to hit here. In there at the knees. It's 0-1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. It's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Now a pop up on the infield. And makes the grab. And the inning is over. White Sox strand a couple, but they lead it 4-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Sean Newcomb.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Torkelson in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Now the 0-1. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. That one ripped right center field. And it's into the gap. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. He's in there.
Up next for the Tigers, left fielder Riley Green.
Riley Green digs in for a critical at bat. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Foul ball there. Oh, 0-2 now. Out towards right center field. Makes a nice running catch. Runner tagging from third. Throw home. He beats it. It's 4-2.
Up next for the Tigers, second baseman Colt Keith.
Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. 1 for 3.
Get on base here and keep building off this momentum. They're getting closer, but they still got some work to do.
That misses off the outside edge.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
That one ripped right center field, and it looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
1 out, runner at second. Parker Meadows, the next to hit. Tap foul at the plate. The tying run at the plate.
That's out.
On the ground, right side. Slings to first. Got him.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, hit the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So here's Baez now. This to third. Sosa. And that's the inning. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. White Sox 4, Tigers 2. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Here on the south side. Will Vest taking over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
The 0-1. See the velocity 97 with that fastball. That one missed. And they'll do it again. Hard hit left side. Baez fires over to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Up next for the White Sox.
So up next, Lenny Sosa. 0 for 3 in this one. In the air to left center. Meadows takes it in for the out. 2 away now. Luis Angel Acuna steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that's in there for strike 1. Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Gets down, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Great recovery in this one. Early in the count, he looked. Lost, but finished strong with a nice line drive.
And now Tim Elko. Acuna off of first with 2 away. That misses. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball for a strike. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So 1 left for the White Sox, but they still lead this one 4-2. Back here on the south side. All set to start the 9th in this one. Gleyber Torres up now for the Tigers. Swing and a ground ball out to short. To first. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Up next for the Tigers, right
And
fielder,
here is Wenzel Perez.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Now that sets up a huge advantage in this ball.
Next to hit, Jake Rogers.
That's ball 2.
Tying run at the plate. Now a fly ball to right center. Pereira on the move. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. So they're down to their final out. Stepping in, Zach McKinstry. Up and in, and that's ball 1. They're down to their final strike. That's ripped into the outfield. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox have won 4 in a row.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
And we welcome you to the south side of Chicago and Rate Field. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Detroit Tigers going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming your way next. And towing the slab in this one, Anthony Kay. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
A sliding stop. Throw to first. In the dirt, he picks it. And that's a great play. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Riley Green.
This is kind of a weird individual stat to lead the league in runs scored, but he's doing that in the AL right now. And I tell you what, he's doing a lot of things well. There are good vibes coming from this guy because when they come up to hit behind him, they're finding a way to move him over and get him across the plate. I tell you what, it's kind of one of those intangible things we talk about in the sport.
Acuna on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Batting third, second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Here's Gleyber Torres. 3 for 9 of the series coming in. And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Got him looking, and that'll do it. Now it's the White Sox turn. It's a scoreless. Back here on the south side, and taking the ball for Detroit, Casey Mize. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Chase Maidra leading things off and takes a strike. In the air, left field. Green moving under it. And there's one down. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. This is not a team that's had much success driving the baseball so far this year. They have to rely on stringing hits together as opposed to scoring a lot of runs on homers, doubles, and triples. So it's hard to bunch runs together.
Well, it's exhausting being at the bottom in slugging percentage, Boog. Stringing together big innings is tough over a long season. Somehow, they need to generate some power.
No, that's up.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Sliced hard but foul. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Scoreless after one. Here on the south side, all set for the start of the inning. Javier Baez up now for the Tigers.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
And that one fouled off. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Stretches out and holds it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Now it's the DH, Colt Keith. He's been one of the best players in the league at driving in runs, Singy. His RBI numbers are good enough to be top 5 in all of baseball. This one in the air, center field. Baldwin under this one. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting 6th, catcher Dylan Dingler.
Now at the plate, Dylan Dingler.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
That one drilled left field. And it one-hops the wall. Relay throw to second. Safe. He beats it.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
So up next, Parker Meadows.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Owns a 10-game hitting streak right now, and this is where it starts to get fun.
That's towards center. Baldwin settles underneath it, and that'll do it. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied. Back at right field. Bottom half of inning number 2. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
That one to first. He steps on the bag. Leadoff man retired here in the second. And here is Sosa to the plate. In the air, right field. Perez under it. And there's 2 away.
Batting 6th, left fielder Luis Angel Acuna.
So digging in, Luis Angel Acuna. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. In there at the knees. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Out towards right center field. Dives and he can't hang on. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Fires to second too late. And he's got a double.
Those plays are challenging for outfielders because of the chase to the ball. You know you have to do everything perfect just to track it down. Sometimes even that's not enough to make the catch.
Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Man on second, 2 down. Got him swinging. And that's the third out. We'll move. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Perez in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Lined into right, and base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting ninth, third baseman.
And up next for Detroit, Zach McKinstry. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Left field, and it falls. Runner holds up at second, 2 aboard now.
Definitely found the perfect spot. Those could be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that you can rob a little soft flick.
Oh, that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. It's in and out of his glove. 1 run's in.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Here's Riley Green. Golden opportunity right here.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Time call. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Hit hard, should be extra bases. 1 run's in. Coming around third is Torkelson. The run scores from second, and they take a 3-run lead.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Gleyber Torres up to the plate. Struck out looking his first time. Fouled off left side. Singy, he's been one of the best players in baseball in terms of scoring runs. In fact, his numbers place him top 5 in the league. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Green coming home. He will score. It's 4-zip. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well done. Drives in the run. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So man aboard. Here's Baez. He's 0 for 1. Ground ball left side. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. Next is the designated hitter, Colt Pete. Fly to center his first time.
Well, a really rough tough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
4 runs already in the frame here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Up the middle, dives, but it kicks off his glove. He decides to hold on to it, and that leaves him with runners at first and third after a tricky play. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in.
There's a line drive to left field. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across. It's 5-0.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
And now the center fielder, Parker Meadows. He's one of the best players in the game.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
The lefty, the 1-0. Swing and a ground ball. Oh, what a stop from his knees. The throw. Pretty nice play there.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. Ground ball to the right side, and foul ball. The 1-2.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And that one is foul. So we'll try it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. This one lifted in the air, left field. Takes it in for the out.
Batting ninth, catcher, Corey.
Here's Corey Lee. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 away now.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Bounce to the right. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. It's 5-0. On to extra innings. Wenzel Perez is racking up doubles like it's a hobby, part of quite a star-studded list, Singy.
Yeah, he's turning singles into doubles with quick turns and smart reads. Those gaps are his highways. 0 to 60 in a matter of seconds.
Up next to the Tigers,
So up next, Zach McKinstry. And that misses. And that is ball one.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That one ripped right center field, and that should be extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Anthony Kay done for the afternoon, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher for the White Sox, Jordan Leisure.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
One out, runner at second. Spencer Torkelson getting ready to hit. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 6-0. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now it's going to be Riley Green. Swing and a ball popped up. Leisure under it. And there's two down.
Up next for the Tigers, second baseman Gleyber Torres.
Here's Gleyber Torres. Into center. Baldwin moving in on this one. Grabs it on the run. And that is that. A run on 2 hits, and they leave one. On now to the bottom of the fourth. Tigers 6 and the White Sox nothing. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers.
Baldwin.
Hammered, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the White
Dominant
Sox.
performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Baldwin aboard here at first with nobody out. Out towards right center field. Perez has a beat on it. And there's one down.
Up next for the White Sox, the shortstop,
Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Nobody in his team has scored more runs than he has this season, Singy. And he swings through that one. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Man at first, one away. Runner on the move. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. So up next for Chicago, Lenny Sosa.
Hut!
Oh, 2 now. Good job to fight that one off. Dive, and he's got it. Fires to first. Runs, scores, but a terrific play to get the out. So digging in, Luis Angel Acuna.
Left fielder, Luis Angel Acuna.
Yeah.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be.
And that is that. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Out towards right center field, Pereira on the move to the alley. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. Next to the plate is the Tigers DH, Colt Keith, 1 for 2. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Pereira settles under this one, and there's 2 down. Now the White Sox
For the White Sox,
Ryan Barucki on the pitch here. He's into the game with the bases empty. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. And that one becomes property of the beast. A solo shot. And they add to their lead.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Next to hit, Parker Meadows. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. That one lifted to left. Acuna in position. And that is that. Tigers add 1 to the lead on this homer. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. This one in the air right field. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
The 0-2. In the air right field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. That one the other way. And foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Swings through it for the K. And that's 4 strikeouts.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Pereira, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Oh, 0-2 now. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
Now it's the White Sox catcher, Corey Lee.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. Back to the top of the White Sox. Lineup. Now it's the second baseman, Chase Mydroff.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch. And he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
That one 95 to finish him off. So we're back, and here's a look at how we got to this stage of the game. Wenzel Perez will hit next. And that one is lifted in the air. Pereira on the move to the gap. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out. Zach McKinstry digs in now. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So now back to the top of the order.
Up next for the Tigers,
back to the top of the Detroit order. Spencer Torkelson, the next to hit. He swings and fouls one off. Yo, one. No question about this one. It's out of here. And Torque muscles one out of here. His 26th of the year, and they add on. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Ryan Borucki is done. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
White Sox going with a new arm, Jordan Hicks. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Riley Green up now for the Tigers. And first offering is fouled off. Hicks making his 30th appearance of the year. And he was a third-round pick back in 2015. 2 runs across in the inning, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This looks like extra bases. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Man at second with one away. Here is Gleyber Torres. This to third, Sosa. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Tough play and a nice backhand stop. Had to be perfect with the exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
The batter now, Javier Baez. And first offering is fouled off. Line drive, base hit. Headed for the plate. The throw in. Save. In comes the run from second. It's 10-1.
Up next to the Tigers, the
Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. 1 for 3. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. Runners are at the corners, 1 away.
Ball inside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Swing and a ball popped up. 2 down.
Up next for the Tigers, catcher Dylan Dingler.
Now the batter now, Dylan Dingler. He's already homered here in this one.
Ball outside.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. Up against the wall and brings it in. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Tigers are out front. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot, right? He dives, but he can't make the catch. Throws to second, and he's got no chance. He's out.
Up next for the White Sox, designated hitter
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the
2
White
down,
Sox,
base is empty. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Colson Montgomery. That one finds the zone, 0-1.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. Ripped on a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Into second, and he's got a double.
Up next
Now the third baseman, Lenny. Here's A.J. Hinch heading. New pitcher for the Tigers, Tyler Holton.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. Good eye at the plate, they'll overturn the call. So they've still got both their challenges. Runner at second, 2 down, here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing, and he breaks his bat. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The White Sox leave 1. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Back here on the south side, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
And there's a base hit to left, and a man aboard. Well, he waited until the 7th, but that's the knock that'll extend his hitting streak. Singy, how much does it weigh on your mind when you're coming to the plate in the late innings with a streak going?
Yeah, quite a bit. And a hitter's supposed to say he's only focused on the current at bat. But, man, honestly, it's hard not to know that if you don't come up with the hit, your streak's over. So it's there, at least in the back of your mind.
Nice grab.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
1 out man at first. Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers, and that chance handled. The throw to second, not in time to first. It's a fielder's choice. Back to the top of the order now. Spencer Torkelson getting ready to hit.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw. And they get Torkelson for the out. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Left fielder, Luis Angel Acuna.
Check swing, and he went. Strike one. That's through there for a strike. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That gets down for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Vargas now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Line drive. He's got it. And up next for Chicago, Everson Pereira.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Check swing, he held up, and that's ball one. The White Sox with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. Out towards right center field. Hauls it in after a long run. And there's 2 away. Corey Lee steps to the plate for the White Sox. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Acuna around second, headed for third. Cut off, throw to second, in there safely.
Up next
back to the top of the order. Chase Mydroff will hit next.
Outside, ball.
On 2 outs. Mydroff thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. So the call will stand. Still 1 challenge left for them. Two on, 2 outs. There's a swing and a miss. Base hit, 1 run is in. Now a second crosses the plate. It's a 2-run single. It's 10-3. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Brooks Baldwin. And first offering is fouled off. Mydroff off of first with 2 away.
That's the ball.
Torres out with room to spare, and that's the inning. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 8th inning coming up. Tigers 10. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Mike Vassell.
His first test will be from the left side, and that's been a struggle for him this season. They've been seeing him pretty well and doing some damage against him.
Right side, hard hit. First out in the top of the 8th. Gleyber Torres up to hit. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Sir Anthony Dominguez, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. That misses the zone. Ball 2. The Tigers up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that's a 1-out single. Javi Baez digs in right side. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Pereira takes it in for the out. 2 away.
Up next for the Tigers.
And now the DH, Colt Heath. Late swing, foul to the left. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Ball.
And a swing and a miss. Stays alive. Swings and misses, struck him out. Now here is Colson Montgomery. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. And a foul ball. Got him swinging. Two outs, base is empty. And up next for Chicago, Lenny Sosa.
Lenny Sosa.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Save! Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning. Now the left fielder, Luis Angel Acuna. Lifted in the air, right center field. And it falls. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Miguel Vargas digs in now. Two on, 2 outs. Swinging a foul straight back.
Fans, it's still only May, but summer will be here before you know it. So there's no better time than the present to make sure you'll be part of the action this summer with a full or partial season ticket plan. Don't miss out. For information, stop by any stadium window and say hello to one of our friendly ticket agents. They'll find the plan to suit.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. The relay to the plate. Head first slide, and he's safe. It's 10-4. And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. New pitcher now, Will Vest.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season. Running that good fastball up on the hitter's inside. If nothing else, it keeps him from diving out over the plate to get those arms extended on the pitch away.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The White Sox trying to get back into this one here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Takes it to the base for the force out. They limit. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Popped up. Vargas moving under this one, and there's one away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Digging in, Parker Meadows. On the ground, right side. Slinging it to first in time.
Up next for the Tigers, right fielder, Wenzel Perez.
And next to hit for Detroit, Wenzel Perez. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Tigers fail to make it. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Catcher, Corey Lee.
Splits the plate. It's 0-1. Gets him to chase after that one. Vest, a righty that throws with power. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Got him. Now one away.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Makes the grab on the run. Out number 2. White Sox down to their final out. So up next for Chicago, Brooks Baldwin. Yeah. And that is out of play. 1 strike away. Baldwin tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Nope, he held back. Got him, and that's the ball game.
A win on the last day of the month.
All right, guys. I gotta take my dog out, and I gotta go to bed. I gotta get up early in the morning. Have a good night, guys.